Dear friends, good morning on Wednesday the 9th of December. When evening came, many who were demon-possessed were brought to him, and he drove out the spirits with a word, and he healed all the sick. That's Matthew 8 and verse 16. There are many summary verses like this in the Gospels, which in a few words speak of Jesus' extraordinary power and authority over evil spirits. In our post-Christian society, where scientific rationalism reigns supreme, there is little time for the reality of evil spirits or the supernatural power of evil, but we should not underestimate it. Our mission partners, Wanyaki and Mary Mahieni, are the co-directors of St Anglican's Anglican Training Centre in Nairobi, Kenya, where they train clergy in the Anglican Church in biblical ministry. In their most recent update, they tell this story from one of their conferences in November. One of our delegates shared about a Muslim spirit in northern Kenya called Hayana. Apparently 13 homesteads were affected by it, throwing them into conflict and deepest fear. Apparently people died from the effect of the spirit. The local bishop, together with one of our delegates, visited the village and prayed over it. They burned the artifacts associated with the spirit. Sadly, afterwards, the villagers returned to the state they were in previously. Our delegate heard about this and returned to the village and opened the book of Ephesians to them, especially Ephesians chapter 6. Having understood that Christ had the power over the Hayana spirit, the village stopped nightly dances to appease Hayana, with the result that the troublesome spirit has not returned. Isn't that a wonderful story of the power of Jesus over the powers and principalities? Now, I've come across the malign influence of evil spirits in my own ministry from time to time. But in our culture, the power of evil is more hidden, but that doesn't make it any less real or powerful. I think of the bondage to money, power and success that grips many people, the despair of those struggling with mental health issues, the grip of addiction to alcohol, drugs or pornography, the spiral of abuse in some relationships, families and institutions, including churches. All of these have a dark spiritual aspect, amongst others, to them. And all of them require the power of Jesus to break the grip of evil on people's lives. As part of being passionate about Jesus, let's draw on that power in our lives and encourage others in the grip of evil to do the same. But let's not be fooled. Our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. That's from Ephesians 6. And verse 12. That's why Jesus came to this earth, and that's why he died and rose again, to give us victory over evil. God bless you today.